Good morning. I'm here at a place called Hope with Christine Cummings, who's going to be one of our Certificate of Environmental Achievement Award winners this year. And what a wonderful facility this is. Christine just gave us a tour, and we're going to talk a little bit about how this all came about, and then talk about some of your important issues that you want to discuss today.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
just give us a brief overview of how this all came about.
Okay, so again, my name is Christine Cummings, and I'm co-founder of a place called Hope. We were founded in 2007 with the goal to rescue, rehabilitate, and release wild predatory birds of prey. That's our primary focus. But here at our center, we also take care of birds in the corvid family, which are the crows, the ravens, the blue jays. A lot of people don't know blue jays are part of the corvid family, but they are. And we also take care of the turkey vulture and the black vulture. Our goal as wildlife rehabilitators is to fix the problem and send them back to freedom whenever possible. Unfortunately, in some cases, the injuries are too severe and they can't go back to the wild. For those types of birds, we can actually have them join our faculty staff where they become ambassador birds, which we can share with the public for educational opportunities. Our goal with education is to help people understand the birds and the wild birds within their own backyards, as well as ways to keep them safe and lessen some of the most common conflicts that these animals face living so close to us humans.
So I understand that birds get injured in many different ways, and you're saying that a high percentage is car strikes.
Yes.
And that you're going to kind of fine tune that statistic, but it is the majority of what you see.
Majority is definitely car strikes. I would say about 98% are related to human conflicts. So from car strikes to window collisions, garbage entanglements, habitat loss, of course, secondary poisoning, anything along those lines are going to bring an animal down, whether it's a bird or any other kind of wild animal.
And sometimes just because of nature or the wind, young birds fall out of their nests.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So re-nesting, it's another R in our rescue, rehabilitate, re-nest, and release wild birds back to the wild whenever possible. At a place called Hope, it is our mission to have birds raised by other birds. We don't feel like it's our duty to take care of them in a captive environment where they will miss out on what they need to learn to survive in the wild. So it's become a very big mission of ours to put them back into the nest, the original nest, or even a man-made option, replacement option, like a box for, let's say, a barred owl or an eastern screech owl, or a platform for a great horned owl, and get those babies back into the care of their parents. We've even put birds into the care of foster parents in the wild, because these birds will take on birds of their same age stage as their own young. So if somebody loses a baby, we can put a new one in if that is necessary. But for the most part, we work really hard to put them back into the original nest spot.
Very rewarding work.
It's rewarding work. It's hard work. It takes a team of people. We have 2 professional climbers involved with this team, my husband being one of them, Todd Secchi. It's a fantastic opportunity to watch heroes in action, because it is quite difficult what they're doing. It can be very dangerous, and they really truly are risking their lives to get these babies back where they belong. But we feel that strongly about birds being raised by birds, that it's worth it for us to create this team and make that effort happen.
You were nominated somewhat because of your work with rodenticides, or not work with rodenticides, but your opposition to rodenticides.
Yes.
And what you see here from the effect of poison basically.
Yes. Yes, we can. So poison is poison. There's no such thing as a safe poison. And it has become a theme for us, so much so that we've created t-shirts, fundraiser that's going online to create enough money for us to be able to have specimens, that's dead bodies, lives that didn't survive secondary poisoning, tested to prove what is actually causing the death of these animals, these birds. We are including some mammals whenever possible. We are not a mammal rehabilitation facility. However, we are asking our fellow rehabbers to join us on this effort, because we're trying to prove the far-reaching, devastating damage that these poor choice methods are causing. So to kind of simplify it, when rodenticides are used, they're the poisons, instead of safe, non-toxic alternatives. What people are missing in understanding is that when you put a poison down, you can't streamline it to just one targeted animal, so a mouse or a rat. That mouse or rat is going to eat that poison, yes, but it's going to go off away from the bait box and die somewhere in the environment. But other animals can get into the bait boxes as well. So it's not just the target that eats it. But when that animal who ingests that poison goes off into our environment, it becomes lethargic. It becomes slow. It takes 2 to 10 days for it to really succumb to the full effect of that poison. So from 2 to 10 days, it's slowly dying and it becomes easy prey for any predator out there, including dogs, cats, and even sometimes small children.
But clearly here you're seeing the effect of rodenticides in the birds that you see.
We certainly are. In fact, so much so that's why I was questioning whether car strikes might no longer be number one. It could actually be secondary poisoning. We're seeing a lot of poisoning with the second generation anticoagulant rodenticides. That's the number one culprit. That's the one we are trying to see banned within our state. It should be banned globally. It is really overkill, literally overkill, because it is 4 ingredients that are meant to do exactly what they are doing, kill anything that eats it. But the problem is anything that eats it is going to die and become food for somebody else. So it's getting into our water. It's getting into our earthworms. It's getting into our fish. It's getting into our predators. It's everywhere in the environment. It's even being discovered that it is the cause to a lot of the wild mammals like fox or coyote who have mange. The reason why they have mange is because they have sublethal levels of anticoagulant rodenticides within their systems. So this stuff is just not okay to use. It should not be legal to use. It is something that is so potent and dangerous that the US EPA has decided that the general public is not supposed to have it. There are loopholes. Sometimes people do get it, but for the most part, it's so dangerous. The pest management professionals are the only ones that are supposed to be certified to use this product. So we need to convince pest management professionals to start using the safer non-toxic alternatives like fertility control. That's something that has no hormones used. It's something to not render the rodents sterile, but it makes them less able to produce offspring, which is a great fix because it's a repeat service. It needs to be reapplied in order to remain effective. And it knocks down the population of the rodents enough so that it's more manageable for the safe non-toxic alternatives.
One other aspect of a place called Hope is education.
Yes.
And you go out to schools and libraries and other public facilities.
Yes, elderly housing, dementia centers. We go everywhere. We've been to funerals. We've been to weddings. We do it all. Seriously. And it's a lot of fun.
And some of your faculty birds go with you.
Yes, they do. So if anyone's interested in a program with live birds of prey, you can visit us on our website and look at our program menu. But we do take up to 4 birds typically out for a day at wherever the venue is. And we get to share these birds with the public. And there is nothing like looking into the eyes of, let's say, a great horned owl or a snowy owl. In our case, we've got a new snowy owl who's just done some programming and is new to our program schedule. It's just fantastic because we feel if people look into the eyes of these wonderful birds, that they care about them more deeply and they're going to work harder to maybe protect them and start to think past the poison and not put out the quick, easy poison fix and do the alternatives instead, because I don't want to believe that anybody is intentionally harming our wildlife because they don't want a mouse or a rat in their house.
So if people want to find out more about your mission and what you do, they can go to your website.
Yes, they can.
And they can find it easily by just Googling a place called Hope.
Correct. We do come up pretty quick on that Google search nowadays, and it is www.aplacecalledhoperaptors.com.
Okay, you got all that? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
I am so honored.
And we look forward to seeing you on October 4th.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing all of you.
Bye.
Bye.